Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in the world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayer's Live, page by page reading and commentary of the modern English version of the Bible. Today we're going to go back into the book of Numbers, chapter 22, section Balak summons Balaam. Then the children of Israel set out and camped in the plains of Moab, on the other side of the Jordan from the Jericho. Balak, the son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. Moab was very afraid of the people because they were many, and Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel. Moab said to the elders of Midian, "Now, this company will lick up all that are around us, as the ox licks up the grass of the field." And Balak, the son of Zippor, was king of the Moabites at that time. He sent messengers to Balaam, the son of Beor at Pethor, which is by the Euphrates in the land of the sons of his people, to call him, saying, "A people went out from Egypt. They cover the face of the earth, and they dwell next to me. And now, please come curse the people for me, because they are too mighty for me. Perhaps I will prevail, and we will defeat them, and I will drive them out of the land, because I know that he whom you bless is blessed, and he whom you curse is cursed." Ooh. So he's just basically saying, get rid of these jerks for me. Interesting. The elders of Moab and the elders of Midian went with the divination payments in their hand, and they came to Balaam and spoke to him the words of Balak. He said to them, "Lodge here tonight, and I will bring you word again, as the Lord will speak to me." And the leaders of Moab dwelt with Balaam. God came to Balaam and said, "Who are these men with you?" And Balaam said to God, "Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent word to me, saying, 'A people went out of Egypt who covers the face of the earth. Now come, curse them for me. Perhaps I will be able to battle them and drive them out.' God said to Balaam, 'You will not go with them. You will not curse the people, because they are blessed.'" So God put a stop to this. And I didn't say so before, but as I read this, I interject my commentary from time to time. So Balaam rose up in the morning and said to the princess of Balak, "Go." I wonder if they meant to write prince or princess here. Error in the translation. Let me start over. And just so that you all know where I am, I'm in the book of Numbers, chapter 22, verse 13. So Balaam rose up in the morning and said to the prince of Balak, "Go to your land, because the Lord refused to let me go with you." The prince of Moab rose up, and they went to Balak and said, "Balaam refuses to come with us, or come with me." Again Balak sent officials, more numerous and more honorable than they. They came to Balaam and said to him, "Thus says Balak, the son of Zippor, please let nothing hold you back from coming to me, because I will promote you to very great honor. And anything you say to me, I will do. Come, please, curse this people for me." So they're still trying to get somebody to curse these people, but they know better than to do it. Balaam answered the servants of Balak, if Balak gave me his house full of silver and gold, I am not able to go beyond the command of the Lord, my God, to do less or more. Now please remain here tonight, that I may know what more the Lord will say to me." God came to Balaam at night and said to him, "If the men come to call you, rise up and go with them. But surely the word which I will say to you That will you do. Balaam, the donkey, and the angel. That's this section. Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his donkey and went with the princess of Moab. All right, so they're talking about multiple princes, okay, not princess, princess. They just misspelled it in here. Okay. The anger of God was inflamed because he went, and the angel of the Lord stood in the way as an adversary against him. Now he was riding on his donkey, and his two servants were with him. This is interesting to me. I would like to know what this angel looked like. They often mention angels in this area of the Bible, but they don't tell us like a description. Does it look like a human, a humanoid? Does it look like something else? That is something I would like to know. The donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in his way, and his sword was drawn in his hand. So the donkey turned out of the way and went into the field. Okay, so the donkey saw this angel and was like, not dealing with this today. Goodbye. And walked away. Go, donkey, go. Balaam struck Balaam struck the donkey to turn her onto the road. But the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path of the vineyards, a wall on this side and a wall on that side. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she threw herself into the wall and crushed the foot of Balaam against the wall, and he struck her again. So the donkey is trying to say, look, I cannot go in this direction. There is an angel here, and we're not going to do it. So this guy is trying to force the donkey to go where the donkey doesn't want to go, and the donkey's rebelling. The angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn either to the right or to the left. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam, and the anger of Balaam was inflamed. So he struck the donkey with the staff. Then the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey, and she said to Balaam, "What have I done to you that you have struck me these 3 times?" Wow. So Balaam's basically abusing the donkey. This is animal abuse in the Bible. And God decides, okay, I'm going to let this animal talk to this jerk. And Balaam said to the donkey, "You have mocked me. Oh, that there was a sword in my hand, for now I would kill you." And the donkey said to Balaam in response, "Am I not your donkey, whom you have ridden since I became yours to this day? Do I normally do this to you?" Ooh, I like this donkey's attitude. And he said, "No." Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword was drawn in his hand. And he bowed his head and fell flat on his face. Okay, so Balaam couldn't see the angel. The human couldn't see it, but the animal could. That makes me wonder a lot about life and, various pets I've had. I had a dog once that I believe could see something, and I had a cat once too that I think could. Um, I believe animals, because they don't adhere to a lot of the trappings that we as humans do in this world. I think that spiritually, animals are probably more open than humans, and they can see a lot of things that our five senses don't allow us to see, which is why it's important to take care of animals and treat them well. Because for the most part, they cannot speak English. Some birds can. Some cats almost can, but you know, we need to pay attention to animals and love them and treat them right. All right, let's continue. Waiting for the second part to load. All right, where was I? Just one moment. That was an interesting story. Okay, so God made that donkey talk. All right, here we are. The angel of the Lord said to him, "Why have you struck your donkey these 3 times? I have come out to oppose you, because your way is perverse before me. And the donkey saw me and turned from me these 3 times. If she had not turned from me, surely by now I would have slain you and saved her alive. Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, I have sinned because I did not know that you stood in the way against me. Now, therefore, if it displeases you, I will return. The angel of the Lord said to Balaam, Go with these men, but only speak the word that I tell you to speak. So Balaam went with the leaders of Balak. When Balak heard that Balaam had come, he went out to meet him in a city of Moab, which is on the border of Arnon, which is at the furthest end of the border. Balak said to Balaam, Did I not earnestly send to summon you? What did you not come to me? Or why did you not come to me? Indeed, am I not able to honor you? And Balaam said to Balak, I have come to you now, but am I able to speak just anything? The word of God puts in my mouth is the word God puts in my mouth is what I will speak. Balaam went with Balak, and they came to Kiriath Huzoth. Kiriath Huzoth. Okay. Balak offered oxen and sheep and sent them to Balaam and to the officials who were with him. Balaam's first prophecy. It came to pass on the next day that Balak took Balaam and brought him up to Bamoth Baal, and from there he saw the extent of the people. And that's the end of the book of Numbers. So that was an interesting chapter. Not the end of the book of Numbers, but the end of um chapter 22 of the book of Numbers. But I thought it was interesting. I liked the story about the donkey and how the angel gave the donkey the gift of speech to tell its owner that he's a fool. But listen to the animals, pay attention to the signs in nature and within animals, because often if an animal is with you for a long time, it doesn't steer you wrong at all. Not at all. Oftentimes I think it's possible animals may have more common sense than people. But anyway, take care, everyone. Thanks for listening, and I will be back another time. Once more, I'm Alexandra Mayers, and this was my modern English edition reading and commentary of the Bible. Bye bye.